I realized the other day I ruined my career the day that I had my son.
She said having a son ruined her career. The fact that she had to stay off work and coming back, and she has a sick child. So the thing is really telling on her, and she's sad, and she decided to do a little story time. But then people came for her later when she posted that particular video, and people were like, who forced you? You hate your child, yada yada yada. So let me just show you all this video, then come back and talk about it.
I realized the other day I ruined my career the day that I had my son. I absolutely demolished everything that I had worked my ass off for. And it's fucking ruined. And on top of that, he's been sick for like the past 4 months. He's has another ear infection. So now I have to miss more work, more time away from my job. Like, I'm about to lose my job because I have a sick kid. What the fuck, man? And if you were ever like, oh, I'll just be a single mom, it'll be fine. This is what it's like. This. This is being a single mom. Everybody have a great day. Amen. A lot of y'all don't like me. And a lot of y'all are mad about what I said in my last video. And a lot of y'all are in the comments taking what I said and turning it into some sort of twisted words where I'm blaming my son. No, honey, I never blamed my son. Bitch, I've always blamed myself. I know what I did. Duh. That's not the point. All those facts are irrelevant. The fact is that motherhood is hard. I love my son. I love my son so much that I would never, ever, ever want to be in a position to have to struggle and take care of him. I never, ever want my son to have to watch me jump from job to job to job. I want my son to experience stability in every aspect of his life. I want him to know that he has the same household, that we live in the same spot, that there's consistency in that I have the same job, that the same number that he can call in case he ever needed something while I was at work. Like, y'all are twisted. It's crazy. Y'all done went back through my old videos and are judging me for my life choices that I have openly admitted myself. What's wrong with you? I never expected everyone to agree with me. The fact of the matter is that you can't hurt my feelings. Do you know that your comments get filtered and then people have to approve them? So, like, if you see a comment on there where you thought you were being mean to me and then you come back later and it's up there, baby, I put it there. For the simple fact of, look at you. Why would you even come into a comment section being so evil? A lot of y'all are sitting there calling me a narcissist because of what I said. Yes, when I chose to have my son, the day I had my son, my career was over. My career was shot in the dark. When I came back to my job, I had a whole new supervisor and everything else. Somebody that's not even qualified, mind you. Had I been at work, I would have had that position. But I chose to have my son. Is that his fault? No, it's absolutely not his fault. Not one bit of it. Not the way that he was brought into the world. None of it. But here we are. Here we are. It's the same thing as going back and being like, oh my gosh, she blamed him for getting salmonella. Yeah, because how do you get that? You're not even a year old. Don't nobody know how he got. Even the doctors can't tell me how he got it. So since you know so much and you got your little degree and everything, you tell me how he got it. Make it make sense. Come on. Some of y'all don't know what, like, being funny is. That's sad. That's sad. Piss poor sense of humors. Y'all are perfect moms on this app. Ooh, a lot of y'all are perfect little people and live a godly little life, and that's beautiful for you. Some of y'all don't know what satire is. Some of y'all don't know what dark humor is. And some of y'all need to look it up. And stop being so damn sensitive, okay? Because words are what they are. Words. Okay? So in turn, I said what I said and I meant what I said. When I had my son, it ruined my career. It shot everything. Every goal that I had for myself is now gone. In my career. It's done. So call it what it is. Like, damn. It's not his fault he has ear infections. It's not his fault that he got salmonella. Like, what do you mean? It's not my fault either. So whose fault is it? I'm sorry, baby, but a doctor's note is not going to pay the bills. An apology from a nurse is not going to make all my problems go away. It's not. And a lot of y'all don't recognize that. Being a mother, period, whether you have a partner or not, whether you chose to have your kid on your own or not, whether the baby daddy wanted him and then turned around and said, oh, hey, I want to be around or not, okay? It don't matter what the circumstances are. The fact of the matter is, being a mother and working in corporate America is shitty. You feel guilty for leaving your kid. And then you feel guilty for having to take off of work to take care of your kid because at the end of the day, you're someone's employee. In a business world, business mind, money is what matters. If I'm taking time away from my desk to take care of my son, I am no longer profitable for my company. I am no longer an asset. I'm a problem. A lot of y'all don't understand that. And I'm glad everybody has such great support systems. Woo, good for you. Some of us have some decent ones. But man, when it gets hard and everybody else is busy and everybody else has things they have to do, like sometimes those people aren't available and you don't have them. And it's really shitty. You think anyone likes having to ask someone else to help them with their child? No. I wish I could do everything. I want to do everything for my son. I never ever want him to have to ask me for $20 and me to tell him that I don't got it. Never. I never want my son to ever be like, oh, mom, hey, I want this game or I want these. I don't care. I want to make sure I can get that shit. Why? Because there was times when I was a kid where I asked for some shit and I didn't get what I wanted. Call it what you want. Call it overcompensating. Call it what you want. Okay? I'm sorry. Doctor's notes don't pay bills. You can't tell me no different. Like, there's not one mother on the planet that would have to deal with a sick child and having that guilt and that pain of your child being sick and knowing that you can't really do shit about it. And then on top of that, you can't pay the bills. I've been through a roller coaster with my son for the past 4 months, back and forth, fighting with doctors and everything else. Okay? Yes, I'm crying. Okay? I've been crying all day while driving my son back and forth around to 2 different doctor's offices just to get one shot. You can't not be emotional. Like, if you don't have emotions, like what? Are you high? Because some people don't like taking medications to feel like a zombie. That's absolutely insane. Y'all are in the comments telling me to go see a therapist and take care of my mental health and go take my meds. Bitch, I am on the waiting list for therapy. Trust and believe, honey. I'm 5 steps ahead of you. You're behind. You're late. Way late to the party. Ain't nothing y'all can say in my comments that could really hurt my feelings. That would be detrimental to my well-being. Because at the end of the day, I still have to keep doing what I do. I gotta keep going to work. I gotta keep taking care of my son and keep handling shit. Period. Like, what? Y'all can comment or not. Y'all can like my video or not. Y'all can follow me or not. I don't give a damn. That's crazy. For some of y'all to just act the way you act on the internet. Like, it's wild. And I know I be out of pocket, but I don't be in people's comments being like that. At all. Because that's crazy. Y'all got a lot of opinions. A lot of different opinions in there. And not one of them matter. None. Everybody have the day they deserve. Just to acknowledge, I do appreciate all the love, though. Because there's a lot of moms in there coming in there and like, yo, if you get it, you get it. The girls that get it, get it. The ones that don't, baby, you're late to the party. Like, come on. Y'all did a lot of work today, let me tell you. Let me tell you. First off, for everybody in the comments saying, I pray your son never sees this. I hope he never sees this. I hope he's not around. That's what's wrong with the world, is that people are not honest with their children. Okay? And it's sad. I never said it was his fault. Never once did I say that. I said by having him, meaning I had to take time away from my career. I had to leave my work to go handle my life. And I did that. Nobody anticipates their child being sick. Nobody. You can't plan for that. My whole birth plan through my entire pregnancy did not go the way that it was supposed to. I ended up having a C-section. You think I wanted that? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be cut open. For everybody praying for my son, hoping he never sees that video, I'm going to keep praying for y'all's kids, okay? And I'm going to pray that when they grow up and they're 18 and they're 21 and they can make their own life choices, that they make the right choices. Because unfortunately, it doesn't matter how good of a parent you are or how you raise your children or what circumstances you had your kids under. If your kids are going to make piss poor choices, they're going to make piss poor choices on their own, out with their fucking friends. Open your eyes. This world is not friendly. Just because someone doesn't sugarcoat everything and is blunt, straight to the point. Like, this world is cutthroat. Y'all are finna teach your kids to be pansies and think you get a prize for everything that you do? No, you don't. This world does not reward you for doing the bare minimum. Period. But anyway, everybody have the day they deserve. To everybody coming in the comments, showing love and whatnot, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are beautiful. To everybody else, just like criticizing and your opinions and, you know, I'm a horrible mom and I should have never had him and y'all are wild. The internet is a wicked place, but, you know, we all knew that. So
we talk about motherhood and how difficult it is to be a mom, yeah. And we also talk about why do you want a child, for some people that want to have children. But the thing is, people don't know that sometimes when you want to have a child, you can't actually pick if you want a healthy child or not. Do you know you won't know if your child is going to be healthy or not. There's a time we did a video about special need. There was a woman that was crashing out and she had a special need child and she also has one leg and trying to take care of her child, and the child's, you know, messed everywhere up with his poo. So there was a comment I got, and the woman was like, she felt like when you're pregnant and you have that, and you keep doing tests and there's scan, and they are telling you that there's abnormality in the fetus, just take it out. Of course, I agree. Of course, that's the best. Do you know that some women would know that there's abnormality in their fetus but still continue with the pregnancy? Well, some places you can't just do abortion, it's illegal, right? So you can't blame the mothers as well. But then there's one thing people should know is that sometimes even if you give birth to a healthy baby, throughout your pregnancy they didn't find any abnormality, and you put to bed the baby was healthy, you went back home. Do you know that your child can develop something that can make them sick for the rest of their lives? Most of the times, you don't even know the kind of child you're going to have. You don't know if they're going to be healthy, if they're going to stress you later. Like some people were not born probably blind, some people were not born deaf, some people were not born with some particular, serious. Some people it was medication. Some children started using some medication or some supplements, or might even be immunization, that just went to another place and made the child to start developing some kind of sickness and illness. So the things that you would not know. You as a woman, you want to get pregnant, you want to have children, you already know that you want to do it. I just feel like you should also plan that you might give birth to an unhealthy baby. We don't pray to give birth to a healthy baby. That's not what we hope for. But I know that people that have babies that are sick, they didn't also hope for it. They didn't pray for it. They don't want it. I don't think anybody just wants to start praying, I want to have a child that was going to be sick every day. No. I don't think people pray for it. People want it. But it happens, right? So if you want to be a mom and you're considering being a mom, always put it in your thing that there's possibility that you can have a child that is going to be sick. There's possibility that you might have child that have abnormalities and you might not see it during pregnancy. During the scan, you might not see it. It might not develop immediately. Some children that they give birth to, it's probably old in their hearts or something, like so many sicknesses that you see children are having, and they ask you like, didn't you check, or didn't your doctor tell you didn't you go for check and daily check or weekly check when you were pregnant? You actually went for that, but they didn't see it. It was not showing. The child was healthy and all of that. And sometimes they might not even see. They might not see it until the child is already big, when you're already close to your delivery. So what are you going to do when you're already close to your delivery? Are you going to unalive the child in your tummy when, like, I don't know, sometimes considering being a mom takes a lot. Considering being a parent takes a lot. You need to think about the bad, the good, the ugly. The fact that you cannot pick the kind of child you give birth to makes motherhood very risky. You cannot even pick the type of pregnancy you're going to experience. Because your first pregnancy was sweet and perfect, there was no issue, you didn't visit the doctor, doesn't mean that your second pregnancy is going to be the same. Go ask women that have given birth to more than one child. Ask them. They're going to give you different experiences for different pregnancy, different childbirth experiences as well for different pregnancy. So every pregnancy, you cannot choose the kind of pregnancy. I cannot say, okay, now you guys I don't get pregnant, so I want my pregnant. I don't know the kind of pregnancy I'm gonna have when I get pregnant. I don't know the baby that is inside of me. It's when the baby comes out and I see, right? And as much as you do the scan, I don't think they are perfect picture that will really show you like this is how your child looks like. You don't know what the child's gonna become. Like you don't know anything. It's like a gift that you have to unwrap and you don't know what's inside, right? So you can get anything and it can ruin you. You can get the one that will ruin you, you can get the one that will make you better. Like it's just Motherhood is just hard, truly. And I don't get why people are coming for her, because she didn't say her son is a bad person that ruined her career. So she's just saying having the child actually ruined that career. And the fact that she has to always stay with the child because the child is sick will make her work, not have time for herself or even her work as well. And she also have to pay the bills, so she has to still go to work. If you're saying, okay, stay at home with your child, who's going to pay the bill? Because she apparently, I feel like she's a single mom, right? So it's just, you just need to know that being a mom or having a child can come with different things. It's that you have a healthy child. So when you're considering for people that want to still have children, when you're thinking, okay, I am ready to have children, think about that. Okay, I can actually give birth to a baby, then later on they stress you with health issue. You can tell, you can pick that, right? Aside from the fact that we can actually pick the genotype, which you check your genotype or your blood group with your partner, and you see if we match, and if you're not going to have a child that'll keep getting you to the hospital all the time. Yes, we can do that. You can have control over that. But there are some other things that you cannot have control over when it comes to sickness, right? And in fact, there was a particular video I saw that this lady was talking about a brother. That brother developed a particular sickness with his brain or something, and they had to trace how the thing all started. It was from the medication he was taking. He got sick a time. He just had like normal sickness, of course. Probably, I think children are prone to infection, and he went to the hospital and they just gave him and the tablets, just use or something like that. You guys, he had side effects from that medication, and that affected him as he was growing up. Affected him seriously. So you might give birth to a healthy baby, later on it might be unhealthy. So you don't know. You can't choose the one you want. So I just feel like that's what make motherhood very scary for me. Make motherhood very scary. And even after you've put to bed, the kind of work you put into, the kind of effort, the kind of sacrifices you do just to make things work or just to be there for your children, and all of that is a whole lot. It's like you have to sacrifice your whole entire life. In fact, you have to also sacrifice your career, and it takes a lot of work. you know. Anyway, you guys, what's your take on this video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Mariah Davids, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.